Yeah, because everybody today will continue on with a game called Sweetest Valentine. Where were we here? The first thing I smell when waking up is a faint scent of curry. I wonder if it's my mom's cooking, but I remember that she's still away in Osaka. That's right, Yuzuki's supposed to be sleeping on the futon beside my bed, but why is it empty? Only then and there did I connect the dots. Yuzuki, he's cooking, isn't he? As I try to get up, I notice that my head stings. Not only that, but my entire body too. When I look at myself in the mirror, though, everything seems fine. What is happening? What the? Must be my imagination. Thinking that way, I nonchalantly leave my room to check up on the kitchen. What is wrong? And sure enough, I see Yuzuki in the kitchen. Seems to be chopping some vegetables while also cooking the curry. Smelling the curry from nearby now makes my mouth drool. I've tasted his cooking in our home economics class. It tastes heavenly. He really can do everything, can't he? Good morning, Forte. How was your sleep? It's good. Of course it's good. We were sleeping in one room after all. I'm not going to say that out loud, though. Even for our lovers, it's still embarrassing. I'm glad to hear that. And about that curry. I noticed that you have a leftover of it. It hasn't gotten bad yet, and I simply thought that it'll be a waste to throw it away. Now I'm reheating it and adding a couple of ingredients so that the curry will be enough for the both of us. I hope you don't mind. Why would I mind? I should be the one thanking you. Even though it's a leftover, I'm still excited to eat it. Whatever it is you cook, I'm sure it'll turn out perfect. ... For some reason, Yuzuki suddenly stops shopping and just looks straight at me. ... Thank you. Then he goes back to chopping potatoes like it's nothing. What's his problem? What was that all about? Is he mad that I'm not helping him out? See over here. Let him be. Probably just overthinking it. He was just staring at me, that's all. Yuzuki puts the chopped potatoes into the curry, then looks at me again. By the way, Forte, are you planning to go to school today? Yeah, you'll be going too, right? No. Let's skip for today. ... Huh? Yuzuki's always been a good student. So far, he has an almost perfect class attendance. I never thought he'd purposely skip like this. But remembering what happened yesterday, it's pretty understandable. Well, you'll leave by tomorrow. Then let's skip and spend the day here. Thank you, Forte. Oh, the curry seems to be done. Grabs a spoon from the kitchen counter before scooping some of the curry up. Then he starts to point the spoon towards my mouth. Would you like to have a taste, Forte? ... Exclamation points. Of course. ... Ow. Right. I forgot to tell you that it's still hot. Knowing that, Yuzuki pulls the spoon back and gives it a gentle blow. Sheesh, it's like we're a married couple or something. Here. It should be colder now. Thanks, Yuzuki. ... And of course, it tastes wonderful. What do you think? Oh, good. Wait, let me grab the place for us to eat. Breakfast at home with Yuzuki. Who would have thought? It's usually just me eating breakfast alone, or together with Ichigo. Speaking of Ichigo, he'd usually come to pick me up for school. I don't think he ever misses a day to do that. So why isn't he here today? Whatever, it's not like I'm going to school anyway. It's better if he doesn't come at all, so that I can enjoy my time alone with Yuzuki. Just the two of us. Wait, what? Wait, let me just save here. There you go. Once we load, here, loading, yeah, we saved. Help him. Yuzuki, are you mad that I'm not helping you out? If that's the case, I'll lend you a hand. ... Look at his eyes. Oh, you will? Yeah, I'll help you chop while you keep an eye at the curry. No. Instead, could you please fetch me the onion? Huh? Well, sure. Wait a second. I quickly grab an onion from the fridge before I hand it out to Yuzuki. However, instead of grabbing the onion, he grabs my hand. He pushes it down onto the chopping board. What? Meanwhile, his other hand grabs a cleaver from the kitchen counter. What? Yuzuki, what the fuck? My hand is not the onion. What are you... Without answering me, he brings the cleaver down onto my wrist. This asshole... The pain is unimaginable. But for some reason, my voice won't come out. When I dare myself to look at my hand, I see the cleaver stuck midway through my wrist. Another pain, and I see the cleaver getting pulled out. Before he strikes down again. What the fuck are you doing, you weirdo? He keeps doing it over and over. By the end of it, I can't feel my hand anymore. I feel my consciousness fading away, but before it happens, I briefly hear and see Yuzuki. Thank you for lending me your hand, 40, but I'm pal. Wait, is there like an option to hide? Ah, there you are. Why would you do this? I will make sure that your suffering won't end in vain. You have reflected on your actions, haven't you? What actions? Me just trying to help you out? What's that? You're sorry? Good. That's all I want to hear from you, Forte. You can sleep now. The pain will disappear soon. A good night, Forte. What? That was so weird. Why did you do that? Bad end one. Hand. Gotta hand it to you, that was weird. Okay, let's continue. ... Ichigo. They haven't come out. Since last night, they're still cooped up in there. ... Disgusting. So Yuzuki's that kind of person after all. Should I just barge in and tell her that he's... No, she might get sad. I don't want to make her sad. ... Maybe I should use him. Yeah, and then I'll be the one to console her. That's it. I'm back. There you go. After we ate, the two of us spent our time reading. The second Yuzuki took a look at my book collection, he went into reading in no time. I did remember him saying he loves reading books in his spare time. Well, I don't really mind. Spending time like this is pretty comfortable. But what I didn't expect was the book that he chose. He seems to be immersed in it too. It's pretty shocking. I would have imagined him liking non-fiction books or poems, but I guess I was wrong. Eventually, Yuzuki looks up from the books and sighs. Seeing that, I put my book down to talk to him. So, how is it so far? The book, it's rather entertaining. Which part are you on right now? Right now I'm at the part after the students left the building one by one and started killing each other. 38 students are still alive by now. I think that's exactly where I left off. Is that so? Then how about reading it together? Oh, that sounds fun, let's do it. The two of us sits closer to each other until there's practically no gap between us and starts reading. Our reading pace is pretty much the same, too, so neither of us interrupted the other. Eventually, I hear Yuzuki sigh. If I were the main character, I don't think I'd be able to trust Noriko that easily. Right, me too. I feel like they're too naive. Someone might look and act innocent, but they could be a monster inside. Are you perhaps referring to yourself, Forte? What? No, nothing like that. But I really did expect you to be distrustful. You always seem so kind and trusting of others. ... Like you said, someone so innocent could be very well hiding an ugly part of themselves. And you knew that better than anyone, don't you? Seriously, why do you keep insisting that? Why else? What? Because I know full well of what you did. What? Huh? Tell me, Forte. Acting all innocent, like nothing happened. Are you truly happy with this? What do you mean? Stop pretending like you don't know. You never loved me in the first place. It's only because I showed you some kindness and you latched onto it. And when it turns out that I was able to give you what you want, you lost it. Someone will leave me once again, that's what you thought, right? What are you talking about? You don't know? That's funny. After all, you... What? What the fuck? ... Looking for someone? Exclamation points. Sorry to sneak up behind you just like that. So like I was saying, are you looking for someone in class 3C? As far as I remember, you're Haruto from class 3B, right? You know me? I know almost everyone from class 3A to class 3E. Could probably help you if you're looking for someone. ... Then, you do know Yuzuki, right? Who doesn't know Yuzuki? I take it you're looking for him. Yeah. Then I'll let you in on a juicy gossip of him. Gossip? See, it all started yesterday after school. My childhood friend 40, Yuzuki and I were walking back home together, and then, just as we're about to split up, 40 suddenly asked Yuzuki to go inside her house together. All while I'm still there too, the nerve of her. I know she has a crush on him, but it wouldn't hurt to be more tactful, right? And here comes the juicy part. By morning, the two of them never left 40's house. Can you believe that? They even skipped school together. That's... I wonder what they're doing since yesterday night. It's very suspicious, right? Hey, aren't you curious too, Haruto? Maybe Yuzuki's still in 40's house even until now. Yeah, well, it's not my place to meddle. If 40 is happy, then I'm also happy. I hope you can find Yuzuki. I'll see you later. Yuzuki. Wonder what's all that about. What was I doing again? Looking at the window, apparently it's already evening. That's weird. Last time I was reading a book with Yuzuki, didn't I? Yeah, I have to see him. I have to make sure he's fine. Upon entering my living room, I see Yuzuki sitting on the sofa. Is he still reading? He's been reading that book all day now. Yuzuki? What the hell? What's wrong with your face? Yuzuki? Hey, say something. 40. Are you feeling better? Feeling better? Yeah, you suddenly collapsed earlier. If you're still feeling unwell, perhaps you should go see a doctor. No, there's no need for that. I'm perfectly fine, see? Are you really sure about that? Yeah, don't worry. Then, at least, let's have you rest in your room. Come, I'll escort you up. Yuzuki puts his hand gently on my back as he walks me back to my room. What was that all about? I waste no time to lay on my bed. Seeing that, Yuzuki gives me a look of concern. You're battered up, 40. How about I open the window to let in some fresh air? Let's see. Open the window yourself. No, it's fine. Let me open it myself. I get up from my bed again, headed towards the window. When I open it, a gust of cold wind enters the room. Right, it's still winter. I just stare outside for a while. Then, before I knew it, I was already falling down. What the hell happened now? What? It seems that this is it for me. What the fuck just happened? Even though I look up, I can't see Yuzuki anywhere. Yuzuki. What the fuck happened? No, that's right. Of course he's not there. What? What do you mean he's not there? He's already... What? What are you talking about? He's not already there? What are you talking about? Bad and two? Guilt. Wait, are you implying that this was all her delusion and that the real Yuzuki's already dead or something? Because if that's the case, damn dude, nice twist. Let him be. Yuzuki opens the window slightly in my stead, I don't know, and cold wind makes its way in. Even though it's winter, fresh air is still fresh. Please rest up. I'll make you some soup. I mean, that would explain why Yuzuki said something. You're hiding something, aren't you? You know? I mean, it's already established in Ichigo's route that Forte has a thing for killing people, so yeah. Please rest up. I'll make you some soup. After Yuzuki left, I just stared at the ceiling for some time. I closed my eyes. Wait, but then how is the explanation of her bleeding and shit? Did she just fall to the floor on her head? I don't know. I closed my eyes, and by the time I open it again, I feel a vibration in my pocket. Someone's trying to call me, it seems. Looking at my phone, I see 20 missed calls from this morning until fairly recently, and it's all from Ichigo. I can only sigh at that. I know he means well, but sometimes I can get way too nosy and overprotective, so I decided to give him a call. Forte? Well, that didn't take him long at all. What do you want? Huh? You didn't leave your house all day and skip school. Of course I'll be worried. Hey, are you sick or something? Kinda. And Yuzuki just lets you be? He's with you, right? It's nothing like that. Look, just shut up and mind your own business. We're only childhood friends, that's all. So don't get too cocky. Dot. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Hearing that Ichigo has nothing else to say, I decided to cut the call off. Almost immediately after, I see Ichigo calling me again. To which I responded by throwing my phone off somewhere. Yuzuki must have heard because I hear his footsteps walking up towards his room. Forte, what's wrong? Dot. No, sorry, it's nothing. Dot. On second thought, do you want me to accompany you? That'd be nice. Yuzuki nods at that before he sits beside me. Forte, truthfully, there's something I want to ask. Since when did you start falling for me? What kind of question is that? No, sorry, I was just curious. Well, my feelings just gradually grow for you over time. At first, it was just a normal attraction and admiration. You're good looking and your grades are perfect. I did feel envious at one point. But when you started talking to me, I began to notice how nice and humble you actually are. Despite your achievements, you never brag about yourself and you're always supportive of others. You even started helping me study. Even though I could be hard to deal with sometimes, there aren't many people who cares about me in the first place. Then the rest is history. I see. Since I've shared why I fell for you, how about telling me why you love me? Do I really have to? Please? Dot. Yuzuki let out a sigh of defeat before he looks at me. The reason why I love you, well, I just love you the way you are. Dot. Again. Or at least, that's what you wanted to hear, isn't it? Damn. Again, what is this strange feeling? A sense of dread suddenly wraps around me. In the first place, Yuzuki never loved you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see that, right? In the first place, Yuzuki never loved you. No. Shut up, Forte. Everything... Oh, wait. Let me just go back again. Forte, everything is just a... Fuck. Everything's just a delusion. There you go. Yep, knew it. I knew it. Shut up. I've tried telling you so many times, but you just kept blocking me off. Will you continue to do that, or will you actually try to face the truth now? Let's see. Run away. I will run away. I don't know what you're talking about. Dot. Of course you don't. Come on. Wipe that frown off from your face. From now on, I'll never mention anything about the truth anymore. I love you, Forte. His hand is so weird. Let's be together forever from now on. Yeah. Well, that was Dead End 3. Living in Delusions. Let's see the other one. Face the truth. Dot. But if I do, then you'll disappear? I know. But perhaps it's better that way. You have committed something unforgivable after all. No matter how hard you try to look away or run, it still won't erase what you did. Yuzuki then puts his hand on my cheeks gently. Look there. I gulp before obliging him and look over to where he told me to look. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it is a delusion. We're fucking crazy. That's right. Last night Yeah. By giving that gift, I'm saying that, I like you. More than just a friend. Oh. I confess to Yuzuki. I see. I understand. Forte, I'm sorry. I'm prepared for rejection. I can always try to get close and win his heart, but the truth is, I already have a lover. Dot. Huh? Yeah, I'm sorry for keeping secrets from you. His cheeks reddened and his facial expression softened. It's a face I've never seen before. But I've never seen him dating anyone. There's never a rumor about him dating too. Does he hate me that much to the point of lying to me? With whom? I've made a promise not to tell, so I can't tell you. He can't say. Liar. But I suppose I could tell you this much. The day after tomorrow, I'll be going with my lover to Tokyo. Please keep it a secret. It's probably Haruto. And with that, I also want to thank you for your kindness up to this point. I mean, he's only the other character with also a face, right? Now you're telling me that you'll leave me behind? L. What? Pardon? You're so cruel. Do you really hate me that much, Yuzuki? I'm really sorry, Forte. I don't hate you, I promise. I don't mind treating you summer tomorrow as an apology. No, that'll be useless. Forte? Don't leave. Forte, please calm down and put that knife down. I'm sorry. Okay, let's have a... Oh, shit. Exclamation point. Have a conversation and then what? You'll still leave me in the end. Forte, please. I don't want to hurt you. Then stay with me. I can't, Forte. Can't you understand that? Then I'll make you stay. Forte, please, just let me... The last thing I remember was Yuzuki grabbing a bottle from the side before he swings it to my head. Oh, that explains something. That's right. I never felt a feeling so painful as last night. And so, yesterday night, I killed Yuzuki. I thought doing this would be better than letting him go, but I was wrong. Yuzuki, I'm sorry. So, sorry. Uh-oh. Day 3 aftermath. Okay. Oh, my back. There you go. Oof, yeah. 2 years ago. What? Okay. Flashback. The results and rankings of the midterm exam is already out. And of course, my place in the ranking is average. Ranked 42nd out of 134 first-year students. It is pretty good. But who remembers the one at the 42nd rank anyway? No matter how hard I tried, this is the best I could do, I guess. Maybe it's finally time to kiss my dream goodbye. Of course, the one ranked first is Yuzuki. We went to the same school since elementary up until now, and I guess it's still as impressive as ever. Must be nice, born in a rich family, having a bright mind. It's like he's a prince and I'm just a normal peasant, a mob character. Being a mob character isn't all that bad, really, but I sometimes wish my life is just more entertaining. Oh, the bell. I'm sure today too will end up just like usual. Or at least, that's what I thought. But what is this? I was just reading comic near the school's storage, but Yuzuki suddenly shows up and I instinctively hid. And seems to be practicing volleyball? He sucks at it too. Since it started to get painful for me to just watch, I decided to leave my hiding spot. Hey Yuzuki. You're Haruto. So you remember me. That's a surprise. Anyway, do you need help with that? I pointed at the ball that he's holding, causing Yuzuki to chuckle nervously. You saw what I was doing? Yeah. I never knew you suck at volleyball. From what I remember when we were at middle school, you seemed decent at it. No use hiding it, I suppose. Please keep this a secret. Actually, I'm very bad at sports. Seriously? Well, I know you're not the best at it, but you don't seem that bad at it. That's because I practice. Whenever we'll have PE, I'll always look at what we'll be doing and practice it ahead of time. Well, not just PE. I also do it for the other subjects so that I don't have to worry about my grades. That sounds tedious. I just don't want to look like a fool in front of others. Again, please don't tell the others about this. It's embarrassing. So he's not perfect after all. He has to put a lot of effort into his work. Unlike me who just gave up and settles for the average. Him earning the top spot in almost every rankings makes sense now. That's impressive. I guess I've always been wrong about him. But anyway, I see a golden opportunity here. Want me to teach you sports then? You will? Yeah, but not for free. I'll teach you sport and in exchange you'll teach me the usual school subjects like math and social studies. That sounds perfect. Then we have a deal. I honestly don't know why out of all people he agreed to let an average guy like me teach him. But that doesn't matter. Maybe now I don't have to abandon my dream after all. Ever since that day we'd meet up for our studying sessions after school. It's actually helpful for me. Yuzuki has a natural talent as a teacher, and his explanation is very easy to understand. However, I'll admit that I'm not doing that good of a job teaching him. The fact that he's not as fit as I thought doesn't help. Even so, he keeps agreeing to meet me anyway. He might be lonely, or at least that's the feeling I get when I see him. A week passes, and I'd say we're friends by now. Our study together session is still going. For that, we usually use the school storage because almost no one goes there. Almost. Yuzuki cares too much about how people think of him sometimes. This is something I've noticed for a while. Not that I mind too much. I don't really like being in crowded places after all. Today is the same as usual. We're supposed to meet in the storage yet again. But he's late. I wonder what happened. Last night he did say that he's going to have an all-nighter to practice. That. Haruto. Sorry I've kept you waiting, didn't I? Yeah, you did. What's up? Well, Yuzuki put his sleeves down, showing me his bandaged left wrist. Let me guess, you trained too hard last night. Yeah. I let out alongside that before I pulled my comic out. Well, that's that. Let's just hang out today. Will that be alright? What do you mean? If I force you to train anyway, your hand is going to break off. Just sit down beside me and enjoy the day off. Rest up, Yuzuki. Alright. So tell me, why did you push yourself? Because I don't want to annoy you. I thought if I practice before you teach me, I'll lessen your burden. Huh? Then you're just doing the same thing as you were doing before. I admire your determination, I do, but you take it too far sometimes. And look, you're way too self-conscious. It's not entirely your fault, I admit that I'm also bad at teaching. But isn't that the point of this whole studying together thing? We're bad at what we're doing, so we're learning how to get better. I suppose you're right. Despite his answer, his expression tells me that he's not convinced at all. I let out another sigh at that and decided to ask him something. Yuzuki, why are you so afraid of being bad at something? I know you mentioned not wanting to look like a fool, but is that really all? Well, to be honest, my parents are very strict. My mother is a doctor and my father is a teacher. What would others think of them if I perform badly? Even if your parents are smart, they're not smart enough to raise your child properly, it seems. That would embarrass my parents greatly. So they'd punish me whenever I don't have good grades or whenever I've misbehaved. I know beyond all that punishment, my parents are also mean well. But, well anyway, that's why I'm afraid of making mistakes. Okay, I get it. You want to avoid being punished by your parents, huh? Do your parents even know that you can't do everything perfectly? Well, at the very least, even if your parents don't, everyone else knows that nobody's perfect. You said that your parents only punishes you whenever you don't have good grades, right? Then I'll tell you, doing a tiny mistake won't make you have bad grades. Admitting you're bad at sports definitely won't ruin your PE grade. With PE, the teacher's usually kind enough to give you a good grade purely from your efforts anyway. And I know you really worked hard to be able to perform at least decently at it. The teacher should be able to see it too. What I'm trying to say is, you're not perfect at sports, but it's fine. He looks somewhat surprised by it. Maybe he's not convinced yet. Well, I guess your parents' way of teaching must have turned you into a perfectionist as well. Setting your parents aside for a moment, I think there's a benefit to letting others know you're not so good at something. There is? Yeah, I'll be honest, before this, I've always thought that you seem too perfect. Not just me, almost everyone I know thinks so too. So sometimes we feel kind of intimidated by you, you know? Like you're in a different league than us. Is that so? I never knew. But that would explain some things. Yeah, so don't be afraid to admit your flaws and make mistakes. That way you'll get used to it and won't beat yourself up for every little mistake you make. Plus, it'll make you seem more approachable. I get it. I'll try out your advice, Haruto. Thank you for telling me that. I also felt better after telling you how I feel. Glad I could help. Oh, what's the matter? It's almost time for my part-time job. Man, time flies. Oh, you work part-time? Yeah, I need to learn how to be independent and save up from now on. I'm planning to leave this small town to go to Tokyo once I graduate after all. It's not like my parents will feed me forever. I see. Will you be going there by yourself? So I'll see you later. Haruto, wait. Could I come with you? But what about your father? He'll pick you up later, right? I'll call him and let him know. Hey, you know your house is pretty far from here. You get tired easily too. Are you sure about that? Haruto, you're too blunt sometimes. But I'll be fine. It'll be a good way to exercise too. If you say so, just don't complain if your legs end up bandaged too tomorrow. Yep, they're a thing. Yuzuki started to accompany me home since then. It only lasted a few weeks though. I notice people are starting to befriend Yuzuki nowadays. Probably took my advice. Or maybe that's just me wanting to believe that all my advice didn't go to waste. Either way, Yuzuki has been pretty busy handling his social life. He even forgot to come out to our studying sessions. Eventually, I just stopped asking him to come. Which leaves me back to square one. Here I am now reading comics alone near the storage, like I always do when I have nothing else to do. I'm happy that Yuzuki seems to be getting even more popular now, and yet, it feels lonely. I have other friends besides Yuzuki, of course, but spending time with him feels different somehow. I guess the prince managed to charm me too in the end. No, what the hell am I thinking? Even though I have my favorite comic right here, my mind drifts off just like that. I need to focus. I've been excited for this volume to come out after all. There's a pile of cardboard boxes in front of me, and one of them just topples down. Is someone there? What the hell are you doing, Yuzuki? Stop hiding and come here. Sit beside me. Alright. So, what brings you here? I was wondering why you stopped asking me to study together. I didn't do anything wrong, did I? That reminds me, I've always been the one asking for us to meet. When I stop, his self-consciousness is probably acting up again. No, you're fine. I just thought you're busy. If you wanted to study together, you could have just asked. I don't mind. I see. I thought you were angry. Angry? Nothing like that. Actually, I'm pretty proud. I see people are starting to approach and befriend you. What do you think? It's nice, but it's rather chaotic. One group invites me out, then another also invites me out. And I don't want to say no to either groups. It's quite tiring. That's also part of why I'm here right now. I kind of escaped from them. Yuzuki, you know you can't please everyone, right? Of course, but still. Next time just say no to them if you really don't want to. If you don't, people are going to take advantage of you. I got scolded again. It's easier said than done, but I'll try. There you go. For now, let's just stay here and relax, yeah? Feel free to do whatever you want here. Yeah. My mood's gotten better now. Knowing that Yuzuki didn't forget about me is pretty relieving. Oops, speaking of pretty relieving, I have to stop here. Gotta prepare for work. Almost forgot about that. So this is Sweetest Valentine. Haha. We're deluded. We're all so crazy at the very beginning. If you want to try the game for yourselves, the links are in the description. That is all for today. Stay safe and take care of yourselves.